Avoid getting scammed. That's the topic of discussion today. According to one study, 70% of Indians, when asked if they had been scammed in the previous year, said yes. That's 70%. That's the highest in the world. I mean, nowadays, every one of us is getting scammed one way or the other. Who is to blame? Forget about blame. What can we do to avoid getting scammed? Well, as per research, the biggest scams Indians suffer from, other than government scams, are number 1, bank account fraud, number 2, fraud from e-commerce websites, and number 3, credit and debit card fraud. Hello everyone, I'm Rakshith and in this video I'll explain all these frauds in brief and give you tips on how to avoid them. Let's get started. Bank account fraud. Here the scammer takes your bank account details such as account number, IFSC code and such, and via net banking the scammer will move your money out of your account. This can be done directly by asking you for the details and stealing everything right away, or by stealing the data. If you have an account with large listed companies such as HDFC, ICICI, SBI and others, you should not be concerned about data theft. They have the proper infrastructure to avoid getting scammed. And if at all you give your bank details to someone, then be sure to never ever give your net banking details to anyone, no matter what. Also, never give out your OTP no matter who asks or what the reason is. Most importantly, because scammers are becoming more sophisticated nowadays, if you are someone who deals with a lot of cash on a day-to-day basis, use applications such as firewall and antivirus services. And once your work is done, don't forget to log out from the website. Hi there. Do you take stock tips, invested in them, lost money? Well, instead of repeating the same mistake, earn better returns by subscribing to ET Money Genius. ET Money Genius will understand your risk profile and suggest different investment options for varying time periods, thus helping you build a very well diversified portfolio. High quality stocks that yield better returns are chosen so that you need not wait for years. So what is the expected return? Well, if you had invested as per the ET Money Genius high growth stock strategy for any 7 years in the last 15 years, you would have earned 22.4% CAGR. The wait ends here because with no additional work, you can earn a wonderful return just by subscribing to ET Money Genius membership. Check the link in the description. Fraud from e-commerce. Here it's simple. If the deal looks too good to be true, then trust me, it is. If Amazon and Flipkart, such giants, can't sell you 20,000 phone for 2,000, then how come any other service provider can do this unless they are scammers? One of my friend called me one day and asked whether he could buy a phone. I said the specifications are good. If you are getting a good deal, then why not buy it? He said yes, it's a fantastic deal. He is getting a phone worth 15,000 for just 3,000. Unfortunately, I didn't take much interest in the transaction, but he sure was jumping. And yep, the phone never came. After the purchase, he showed the purchase confirmation details, and at that point I was certain that it was a scam. To avoid e-commerce scam, you must avoid unknown e-commerce websites. Just don't take the risk. Credit and debit card fraud. Unfortunately, most people who fall for this kind of scams are senior citizens. It's a straightforward scheme. The scammer will collect all your card details such as card number, expiry date, CVV, and then he'll ask you for your OTP. If you share OTP, gone. You will never see your money back ever again. They know how to avoid leaving trail, meaning the scammer will funnel your money in such a way that we will never know who took it and where it went. To avoid getting scammed, as said earlier, no matter what, never give your card PIN number, and most importantly, never share OTP. Remember, if the person on the other side is legit, he or she will never ask you for your OTP. I'll give you a bonus tip. Do you know what URL means? URL stands for Uniform Resource Locators. It's like an address for your website. For example, my website name is rakshithpai.com. You will reach me if you type this URL. Similarly, every individual company or even a government, if they have an online presence via a website, then they will have a URL. If the website is secured, they will have HTTPS instead of HTTP. Anyway, if you get a link from someone and the link is alphanumeric, like Amazon 121122 something like that, then stay away. And suppose the website claims to be Amazon, but when you click the link, it takes you to some other page. Return back immediately and clear the browsing history. If you are still not sure whether the website is legit or not, just copy the link and paste it into URL legit.com or scamadvisor.com. They'll tell you what it is. I hope the video was helpful. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel.